What's good, what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to another edition to Soundscape with TK, with your boy. So hey, we're keeping it active today, We're getting the month started off on a strong note. You know, I can't just preach it, I gotta do it. I gotta show y'all, you know what I mean? But anyway, we're back with another reaction. This time, we're gonna react to some BUGZY Malone again. So on Friday, I reacted to BUGZY Malone's new freestyle that he dropped, Invite Only. And then one of the comments on the reaction video made me really analyze the reaction that I dropped. And I replayed the freestyle to kind of listen to it again to hear what the person on the comment section was saying. And I was like, okay, nah, my bad, my mistake. I did miss a couple of things on that reaction. And when I watched the reaction video that I dropped, I wasn't really too impressed with it. So I was like, I gotta come correct. And BUGZY Malone did announce that he's dropping an album on the way. But I didn't see no release date. He didn't mention no release date, so I thought, let me rather react or play, not react, because I kind of heard it a couple of times, 1,000 times, matter in fact, I've heard it a couple of times. But I'm gonna play the two tracks that made me really like BUGZY Malone as a rapper, and from the UK, kind of F with him, like his music. But before this year, I haven't listened to BUGZY Malone in quite some time, like a year, 2 years maybe. But let me play these tracks and let me know in the comment sections what y'all think about these two tracks, if y'all know them. First one is Meant To.
Yo, BUGZY Malone, you know, I hit the top like I don't know what. Now 500's Play-Doh guap. And these man trying to take my spot when I'm sitting at home with writer's block. But he's not an MC as eloquent as me, let me get that clear. And my accountant said I can make $1 million and not make a track this year. Now how's that for a turnover? I made a G-lay and a holster. Felt like I looked in the mirror when I seen the new JD poster. And they sold out so fast, they want.
Ooh, did you hear that? So by the way, before I forget, I don't think I mentioned it, but BUGZY Malone has dropped 3 editions of the Men tracks. Men, I don't really like it as much as I like Men 2 and Men 3. Now, Men stands for Manchester Evening News, right? Manchester Evening News.
I hit the top like I don't know what. Now 500's Play-Doh guap. And these man trying to take my spot when I'm sitting at home with writer's block. But he's not an MC as eloquent as me, let me get that clear. And my accountant said I can make $1 million and not make a track this year. Now how's that for a turnover?
His accountant told him he can make $1 million this year without even making a new track, without even dropping a new track. He can make $1 million. My boy, BUGZY has he's tapped into other businesses, dog. He's tapped into other businesses.
I made a G-lay and a holster. Felt like I looked in the mirror when I seen the new JD poster. And they sold out so fast, they want me to sign contract like they're O2 or Voda in exchange for exposure. But still I don't feel any closer to the real answer. Why did I want to be a gangster? When will I get rid of this pain? Feels like I'm in handcuffs. I wanna fly to the south of France. I wanna learn how to salsa dance. The chef come here, cause everybody in the restaurant kept watching, man. And I'm thinking, wait, are they watching, man? Did he think I'm a prick? Already just secret fans. Blessed by God, fear no man. But my heart still beats when I see a police fan. I was hungover. In Phuket I couldn't stay sober. I needed a break from pulling a straight face. I don't play poker. I was out there looking at the pelicans, stroking the tigers and elephants. MCs all fighting for relevance, but I'm on the next level of eloquence. Where do I get it from? Did I get it from him? Could it be a white, could it be a black thing? Must be the reason I'm the captain. Must be the reason I overlapped him, cause I'm dedicated. Me, I could have got relegated. Imagine I would have hesitated. Where would I be if I never made it? But I did. Now I'm in a new 7-bedroom crib with spotlights in the ceiling. It's sick. No bean bag, I've got a lamp.
New 7-bedroom crib, boy. 7-bedroom crib, my dog. How much is that gonna cost? He's obviously living in Manchester. How much do you think that's gonna run him up? Huh, boy. Huh, dog. Home play.
Me, I could have got relegated. Imagine I would have hesitated. Where would I be if I never made it? But I did. Now I'm in a new 7-bedroom crib with spotlights in the ceiling. It's sick. No bean bag, I've got a Lamborghini on a ramp and I don't use it. I've got a grand piano in front of the Mona and everything cocaine white. But I don't get to see it much these days, cause I'm always out taking a flight, thinking about before it all went bad. I never got dissed off my real dad. Now he tells people that I never give him anything, as if he was there from scratch. How did it get so negative between old friends and fake relatives? I've come quite far when I reminisce to get rid of these toxic energies. An old friend tells people that I put money on his head, as if I'm still pissed off. And we was friends from about year 9, and he tried to get my door kicked off. Cocaine's one hell of a drug. Yeah, I've seen what it does. I watched man fall from the mountains, turn from a bad boy to a scruff. I'm still out here holding it up. I'm still backstage holding a cup. Dark is still my co-defendant. I'm in a film about money and drugs. I told my agent, tell Guy Ritchie you don't need to pay me. As I was watching Snatch, that's my all-time favourite gangster movie. I ended up in the GR, singing Irish songs to the ukulele. Sophisticated conversation had me feeling so creative. I feel detached from reality. Now I'm on a footballer's salary. I flew to Rome, and the roof of the Sistine Chapel looked like an art gallery. Me, I got...
The boy is talking. The boy is talking. He's on a footballer's salary, dog. And bro, footballers get paid crazy money, especially if you're playing in the Premier League. You're getting paid crazy money from the club, from sponsors. Bro, come on.
Ukulele, sophisticated conversation had me feeling so creative. I feel detached from reality. Now I'm on a footballer's salary. I flew to Rome, and the roof of the Sistine Chapel looked like an art gallery. Me, I got close to insanity. On the roadside moving raggedy. Now I'm in the Vatican thinking strategy. Can't think of an MC in my category. All this from a 1-bedroom flat. I wanted a reminder not to look back. That's the reason why I got King of the North tattooed right across my 6-pack. And the artist came from Italia, the home of the mafia. I'm never in debt, I'm a Lannister. They know I'm of a different caliber. I climbed to the top without a banister, and last year got smashed, no manager. Man can say what he want, but I'll never let anyone assassinate my character. Some relationships don't work, and the separation hurts. I know these are simple words, but I always told her I loved her first. I used to be so immature, even though the love was pure. I was never always all yours. Some of them nights on tour, you could have walked out through the open door, when the love turned into a war. Now I'm gonna buy you a house, just so you know you're secure. Let me get it off my chest. Turns out no matter how much money I make, I still can't pay to correct all of the trauma. It still feels fresh, but never again would that get me depressed. Don't mind going out as a legend, as long as I'm known as Manchester's best.
Bro, that last part always gets me, dog. That last part always gets me.
Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't know.
Yeah, let's get on to the next track. Okay, the next track we're gonna react to is Men 3. I told you, 2 and 3, they always get me, but let's get it.
Yo, it's BUGZY Malone.
Oh yeah, okay, so this one's about when he was in a motorcycle crash that almost took his life. At the start of the music video, they're showing pictures of the crash.
Yo, it's BUGZY Malone. See, as soon as I got to the hospital, the nurses told me I'm lucky to be alive. 3 weeks later, I get a blood clot in my chest. The shit nearly killed me. And now I'm back. They don't call me the King of the North for nothing. Watch this. Alright, so mommy used to sell herself. Drop a couple rocks into a pipe and light it up. Think I didn't come from hell. My old bestie said my head's gone, it must be mental health. But I got killers in my family, in case you couldn't tell. And I didn't wanna see them niggas, so I got it hella stealth. And when I saw those idiots, I told them by myself that I don't fear nobody. I've still got ops that want me bodied, but them man are still living in a cell. And if I have to go back there, I swear I'm going in. I pray a lot these days in case I have to sin. I tell them till my mouth goes dry and I need a drink. I sleep well these days, I never miss a wink. And no, I didn't catch the virus, still this pain in my chest. A court case coming, fuck fame for a sec. I'm gonna have to stand and take judgment again, but I can look him in his eye. I have my baby to protect. Couple things I never said out loud, I've just been living with it. I gotta speak out, though it's fucking with my spirit. A school tie around my neck and hanging from the ceiling. He burst into the
School tie around my neck, hanging from the ceiling, dog. Ooh, BUGZY Malone, bruh. This album's gonna be, oh, bro.
these days. I never miss a wink, and no, I didn't catch the virus, still this pain in my chest. A court case coming, fuck fame for a sec. I'm gonna have to stand and take judgment again, but I can look him in his eye. I have my baby to protect. Couple things I never said out loud, I've just been living with it. I gotta speak out, though it's fucking with my spirit. A school tie around my neck and hanging from the ceiling. He burst into the room, I was embarrassed when he see me, so I put it to my wrist and yeah, I slit it. Didn't cut it deep, though I gotta say I shit it. Her mummy was a nitty, but when I heard she turned one of her customers into my dad, I gotta say I really nearly did it. But I told myself I would never do anything silly. I told myself I'd take it out on niggas that fuck with me, and that's why I never lost, and that's why I'm a boss, and that's why I was the first one to rep my city. I got fake friends talking like I don't show intelligence, like I didn't demonstrate due diligence. Man telling me about my residence, like I couldn't give a green light and leave no evidence. Place in the Louis, waves under the Dewey, skeleton Cartier, so I can see through it. See these levels to this British shit, and me, I'm top tier. Any talk of me not being a legend stops here. When the car pulled up, I knew that we was crashing, and at the point my life was meant to start flashing. I just blacked out, woke up on the concrete with feathers everywhere. The Montclair was ragged out, me, I had it mapped out. Now I got bleeding on the brain, the same shit that killed my cousin, yeah, I swear I miss Dane. Couple niggas turned out to be fake, but I'm too rich to argue these days, so I just give it space. On the hospital bed, the morphine on me tripping, giggling at nothing.
Remember, he's rich these days. In Men 2, he said he copped a house with seven bedrooms. He copped a 7-bedroom crib. So he's rich, bro. So he ain't gonna be listening to people be talking about him that's not on his level, dog.
Just give it space. On the hospital bed, the morphine on me tripping, giggling at nothing, into reminiscing. Crashed doing 70 without wearing a helmet. Believing God or not, there's no denying a blessing. I was on the ward, slowly healing. Lay on the bed and my chest was beating. The blood clot passed through my heart and into my lungs, and the pain was a deeper feeling. I shouted for the nurse, I could feel myself leaking with a face full of sweat. Could barely catch my breath, even though I knew I was hanging by a thread. I told the nurse that there's no way I'm dying on this bed, fuck that. Now I'm supposed to feel weak. For some reason, though, I feel like a Wolverine. Like I smashed the side of the car up with my physique and left a big boy dent in the concrete. They put me in the newspapers and magazines. You better recognize a legend when you catch a sneak peek. It's not the first time I've shed blood out on the street, but the way they taped it off, it was like a murder scene, Fucking BUGZY Malone 2020, the fucking resurrection. Yeah.
Nah, dope. So that's Men 2, Men 3. Let me know down in the comments, do y'all know those tracks? What do y'all think about those tracks? What are your favorite BUGZY Malone tracks? Let me know down in the comment sections. If you pulled through to the reaction and you like the reaction, let me know. Everything there's something off about the reaction, or I missed this part, or I didn't like this part, let me also know, so I know for next time what to correct, you know. But yeah, we kept it active on the channel today. I'll check y'all again tomorrow. But hey, if you have any inside info on when BUGZY Malone is dropping the album, let a nigga know. Let a nigga know so I can mark it off on the calendar. Because for this month, the only project that I know that's coming out is Key Glock dropping Project X on June 19th. But other than that, I don't know of any other projects coming out this month. But let me know down in the comments. But hey, until next time, peace out. It's your boy TK.